Man, this can be happening to me. So I just need this to move like for that way, like this. A little bit more. Come on, son. This is perfect. Nice. Still not in the middle. Yeah, like this is better. Oh man, you guys. This was tragic. Like, for some reason. What is it? There we go. After so many problems, maybe we can start streaming now. My computer restarted. So like, for some reason. What is it? There we go. What is my... Bro, so sad. Why this happening? Oh, so long time I don't stream. Maybe it was because of that. Ah, it's good. Yes. Do it. This. Hashtag 3 crew. Hashtag on base. There we go. Maybe now, maybe now, maybe now. So we still have no one, because I've screwed up. Okay, now let's see if this goes well. Until someone appear. The music is fine. Right. We have music, right? Can't hear music. Where is my music? Maybe? Yeah, now is music. And you barely can hear me. What is going on? What? No, the sound is good. I guess. Music a little bit. Hey man, how are you? So many troubles before the stream. What? Oh, okay. Okay, what? Okay. Hey man, how are you? Welcome aboard. Thank you man. Let's keep going. It's the third time I try to start my stream today. Hey Gabriel, you don't know, my PC just restarted, so I have to restart my stream also, so okay man, welcome aboard. Oh, we have 3 people, I'm glad. So Is there any one of you that want to enjoy the chat, like not typing but real conversation? Because you can, if you want, let me know, because we jump on Discord and we do like, so we can have a conversation instead of typing, right? Because of the delay and all the stuff. So if you want to interact with me like that, let me know. So that is this is a background image, this is me. So let me put this in here. I'm the Kappa Musashi, and there we go. So, man, I will start to like talking. Well, this weird message in the stream is not already gone. I thought I already erased it. Let me see if I can. Okay, I cannot delay this. You still seeing it? I think you cannot see it. all good, man. All good, man. So anyway, since no one will join, and I think that person on the chat yeah, I don't know why he's not like removing it. The delay is so damn big. Tell me if he still's there. I think will be not anymore. I think he's not. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I think I already deleted. And right now we are going to start our progress between all the theory about the Akuma no Mis. So, is there, before I start, any of you want to join a real chat conversation right now? Like, it's still there. For me, it's not anymore. Very weird. Because I deleted, I did. You can see the message. I don't want that type of thing on my video. That was bad of me not doing something about it. The only thing I have is like a bunch of erased, like, okay, let's just leave it then, because I'm on my screen it says is gone, so yeah. So maybe I will take out this image. Where is it? I want to make the shot a little bit bigger. Where is? What? So no one wants to join, is okay. So let's start our talking. I hope you found it. We cool, man. We cool. So listen carefully. Let me open my what? How can I say this? I'm forgetting the name. Okay, I have my. I'm forgetting how to say it. My. Bro, when you write. My notes. Yes, my notes. So. So, there is a thing about Akuma no Mis that I want to talk to you is I think I found a way for you to create in a modern world Akuma no Mi, right? Why I think I know why Vegapunk, why Caesar Clown, they work out together to make an Akuma no Mi, and I know why they fail. So, and maybe this will bring to us also how actually Akuma no Mis came out to the One Piece world, right? So listen carefully. We had on anime and also on manga on chapter 385 when CP9 was all together in Inya's lobby with Robin, right? They were talking about Akuma no Mi. They were about to give Kako and who is the other one? The girl, the other waifu that was there, right? They was giving the Akuma no Mis to them, devil fruits, and Jabra said, "Hey, be careful when you eat Akuma no Mi, a devilish side is going to fight with your body and you may end up exploding." So this is his words, not mine, okay? Then Bueno interrupts him and say, that is just a urban legend. And Rob Bushi said, yes, that is a urban legend and we know because Marine already investigate all about Akuma no Mis and we know all about them and how they work already because Vegapunk already did that and we know only if you eat 2 devil fruits you will end up exploding. So this is like, yo, Khalifa, thank you. You know the waifu. You know the waifu. Of course you know the waifu. You jerk. You perv. So knowing that, we had like to know in the future in Pakka's art, right, that Vegapunk with Caesar was working on Akuma no Mis and other tries and also exploding things, right? Because for them to know if you eat 2 devil fruits and you will end up exploding, they need to give someone Akuma no Mi, right? That is pretty dark. Imagine that. Hey, you! Take 2 powers. Yes, you are going to be the strongest man in the sea. Oh, never mind. Hey, Caesar, write it down. You may end up exploding. Just imagine the scene. But yeah, so we know after that before CP9, we had the first appearing in weapons, right? Akuma no Mi inside the weapon. So Vegapunk discovered how to make the devil fruit merge with the weapons, right? If you want to know where you can see that, was the fight against Usopp and Chopper against the Mr. 3? No, it's not the Mr. 3. Mr. 4. Which chapter it was? The dark screen. What it was? Which chapter? What is? I have write it down. So let me see. Oh, chapter 184. You can see the weapon, the dog weapon, right? So he give to the cannon a dog, Akuma no Mi. And then we have in the future on CP9 again, where Spadan, it chapter, what it was the chapter, I think it was 400 or something like that, right? Pom pom pom. I had it right it here, but each chapter 400. So on chapter 400 and on chapter 184, 400 and one chapter 184. So you have the piercing of Akuma no Mis inside of weapons. So my theory about how Vegapunk actually fused the Akuma no Mi inside the weapon, he had to melt the Akuma no Mi, right? And merge with the materials of the weapon or the sword. Like when you create a sword, you have to forge, you have to do all the stuff, right? So maybe you have to create a weapon from the beginning with the materials of the Akuma no Mi, with the melt inside of her. Maybe that way. The other way is just melt the fruit and put on the sword. Like imagine the aquarium, right? You put inside all the fishes, but you put there the Akuma no Mi all melted and is going to be liquid, and then you put the weapon. Maybe the weapon will absorb with time, because Akuma no Mi, as Vegapunk said, and it was the trials, and also it's not Vegapunk who said. I think it was Caesar Clown. You have to work with DNA, right? So all it matters is the DNA of the person and also the Akuma no Mi, because Akuma no Mi have a DNA inside of him, because it will change the human that is going to eat the Akuma no Mi. So it's like X-Men, you change the old DNA and you suffer a mutation and then you have powers. So it works the same way, right? With that in our head, why Vegapunk failed creating Akuma no Mi? So Vegapunk failed, right, creating the perfect Akuma no Mi, because it's imperfect. We know Momonosuke, right? I'm not gonna to spoil this because I know one person is here. So Vegapunk created one Akuma no Mi and it failed. Oh no, if the person is on Dressrosa, you already know. So Momonosuke eat the fruit, right? And he can transform himself into the dragon. So and that was a copying someone else fruit that end up failing, because only extracting DNA from the fruit or the person is not enough. The same goes for Caesar Clown. So Caesar Clown have a smile, the big giant pink or red thing that create the fruits he's giving to someone, right, to Kaido. And the guy is failing sometimes because the percentage to actually the user to eat the smile, gain the power, is very small, right? Is failing because it does not have the total DNA that you need for the power. And you can see that the Caesar fruits, right, only are animals. You don't have like Paramecia powers, you don't have like Logia powers, and we have a reason for that, and the reason is very simple. Because you can see the difference between the Vegapunk Akuma no Mi and the difference between Caesar Clown Akuma no Mis. So Caesar Clown in my idea, he goes to animals and he extract DNA from them and he put on the smile, and the smile transform into a giant thing, and then he make that fruit, because you need something to proc the condition for changing your DNA. So without that, you will not suffer the mutation just by eating Akuma no Mi, a fruit, artificial fruit with a DNA of animal inside, you know? I think I'm on the way. Then, the comparing to Vegapunk, he actually made a fruit that can change your DNA just by eating the fruit, and like you got the powers, but it's not perfect because maybe you cannot change it between hybrid. Maybe you just can transform in total form of dragon, or maybe you cannot awaken the powers of the fruit, because there is something that is missing for you to create the full power of the Akuma no Mi. Okay? Until now, if you have doubts, let me know. I'm going to drink water while I'm waiting. Do you have doubts? Exactly. He creates a pacifist with the powers of Kizaru, exactly, because like he knows how to manipulate DNA and how to create that. But like, I don't think for pacifists he actually took over Kizaru powers or something, because like you can make lasers, right? That is been on our movies for centuries, and Vegapunk just got the mind of someone with 500 years older, and maybe he created a laser on the robot, so that is very easy for him, of course. So until now about the Akuma no Mis, no one have poor Kuma. Let's make a silent. Okay, so poor Kuma. Yeah, he's going to come back. Don't worry. Everyone is on the line about Akuma no Mis, right? So that is the thing. What do you need to create Akuma no Mi? So let me check my notes. So this part I already talked. Okay, I talk about that already. So you need DNA for the Akuma no Mi, right? What else? Okay, you need the DNA of the Akuma no Mi, not the Akuma no Mi, but actually what you want to be the power for the Akuma no Mi. Then you will need like someone with the power, maybe, or if you don't have someone with the power, you just need the animal. Let's pick an elephant. So you need the elephant, you extract all the power of the DNA of the elephant, you have the whole composition of the DNA, and you create a fruit with that. But still, you cannot create a perfect Akuma no Mi. That's why Caesar is creating Smile. So the big smile thing that you see, that monster, is a person, is like a personality, right? That's why when gifters eat the fruit that you are going to see on the future, they have different type of Zoan mode, right? You can see they are not normal Zoans. So I'm not spoiling too much, but yeah. And because they are not normal, is because of the personality of the Smile is not normal. That's why they cannot control the power of the Akuma no Mi. So for that, I know how you can make that Akuma no Mi perfect. You need a person. You need a soul. So basically, you have to kill someone to create a real Akuma no Mi. So check this out. My whole idea is you need a DNA, you need a person, and you need Big Mom. So Big Mom can extract souls, right? So imagine her extracting the full soul of someone and put into a fruit. Maybe that's why they are called devil fruits. Because if we think the whole century that was gone and lost, the whole history, how Akuma no Mis were back in the day, or was actually someone with powers, or suddenly a bunch of Akuma no Mis start to appear. And I think back in the century there was no such a thing as devil fruits. So maybe people with magic powers, controlling fire, transforming into animals, are like controlling their bodies, like stretching like Gomu no Mi, right? Or like buggy power, you cannot be cut or something like that. People with those type of magical powers exist. That's why the world government want to fight with them, because they were dangerous. And maybe someone made a deal with the devil to like, hey, if we put you into an object that someone eat you, they will gain more power, so maybe we can win the world against the world government, right? And maybe they did that with a bunch of people, and that's why you can only have one Akuma no Mi, because in exchange of that power, that Akuma no Mi and the person that is inside Akuma no Mi, they will like revive over and over again if the user dies, and you can only eat one, because you can only hold one other soul in your body, or the Akuma no Mi cannot hold another Akuma no Mi, because they are going to merge with the DNAs all inside, and you end up exploding because you cannot handle the much power they are giving, because you are using 3 humans if you hit 2 Akuma no Mis. The 2 Akuma no Mis with the 2 persons and you in one body is too much. Why Blackbeard can actually have another Akuma no Mi? You certain already saw how the people talk that Blackbeard is not one person, is more than one, and the more where you saw that in what, I don't remember the name of the island. The island before you go to Skypiea, right? Where Luffy and Zoro got beat up by Bellamy. When they met Blackbeard, Blackbeard was laughing and do all his talking, and when they left, Nami was saying, "Hey, what was he talking? Maybe he know where Skypiea is and yada yada." And Luffy said, "It's not him, it's them." And like, that is very awkward, right? And it happens on manga, it happens on anime, and like, that's maybe why Blackbeard is the only one using 2 Akuma no Mis, because he's stealing another Akuma no Mis for other people and giving to his teammates. But why their teammates only have 1? That is nothing to do with the Yami Yami no Mi, because if the Yami Yami no Mi was the thing to trigger you handle 2 Akuma no Mis, he can easily put the other ones in the Yami Yami no Mi world and give them the Akuma no Mi. So, I mean, the extension of the powers are very big, and I'm definitely sure that he is not giving to the other users another Akuma no Mi for the teammates of his crew, because he's the only one that have more than one body inside. That is very weird, but we have to see how Blackbeard goes. So for you to create Akuma no Mi, you need Big Mom, another soul of the person, because she's the only one who can steal the soul of the entire person life. put in the Akuma no Mi that have the full DNA of the animal, and then you have a whole Akuma no Mi that can give the power to someone, and you can control that fruit. What do you guys think? Is this nuts? Like, maybe I'm missing something, right? But let's think about it. Vegapunk failed creating Akuma no Mi. Why? The Akuma no Mi Monomosuke eat seems perfect. The only thing is not like blue, is pink, right? So there is something about the DNA? I don't think so. I think like you miss something, and what is missing? Cause I doubt Vegapunk didn't extract all the DNA. He failed putting all the DNA in the Akuma no Mi. I'm just thinking that is the thing that is missing is a living human soul on the Akuma no Mi, and that is why you have the Akuma no Mi calling devil fruits. If you eat fruit with soul, why you can't feel it with a haki? So well, I mean, it's not like that is a good question. If you eat a fruit with a soul, why you can't feel with yaki? That is good. Like, but does you screwed me up right there. You screwed me up. That's a good question. Let's think about it. Why they are not feeling the the soul, right? The living thing on the Akuma no Mi, because like if there is a soul inside, right? If there is a devil inside, you should feel something with Yaki. Maybe because if not everyone got the foresight Aki, maybe you cannot. Because like the three Akis, not everyone have them, right? But someone like Ace, he would notice the power of that because Ace was already on New World before he eat the fire no Mi, right? So he would feel that, and we have nothing on the anime that related. You fucked me over. Not gonna lie, you totally end up my whole theory. Good job. I'm gonna leave my work. Depressed mode today. I'm going to the bed like this. I have to question myself why I'm leaving. Good job. Well, I mean, and because everybody can fail. Like you, when you say that, you are talking about why Vegapunk failed on extracting DNA. That everybody can fail, yes. Like, but I don't think for the the anime storyline they are going to put, oh, Vegapunk failed to extract the thing. Extract the DNA. No, you don't say no sorry after you doing that. You don't say things like that. What the hell? You just give me emotional damage. You want to meet Jesus? I will send you to Jesus. Emotional damage. Bro. that is the thing. Basically is that my whole theory is done. If you don't like it, it's up to you. I'm just thinking that you really need something stronger to trigger the effect, right? The animal DNA is not enough to actually trigger, and you cannot extract DNA from water, from fire, magma, ice, you know, right? You need other conditions for that. What would be better from some person like, okay, if the old centuries, they make like, hey, you are the only person with that power, but you are weak, and we can make your power even stronger, but we have to extract the power from you and put inside into another fruit, into some object, and someone will eat that, and maybe that person will have the power to actually be better, right? Maybe someone with another devil fruit, or someone with that magical power to extract power from others. Don't know. Yami Yami no Mi, maybe, is the only one who can negate powers, and like, he took Ace attacks and he reversed the attack into Ace with the double damage to Ace, right? So with the double power. So Jesus, man. What the hell? Why the hell this happening? Oh my god, I need to change the some rules here. Why people can like comment that shit? Let me see if I can like. There we go. Maybe those comments will not appear anymore. Oh well, guys. That is the whole thing that I wanted to talk about, was that I was trying to do that on video, but actually didn't had that much time to do it. But this is less fun if we don't have more people to actually talk, right? You guys are doing amazing. I'm very glad that you came to the video. I'm going to do more streams on the same day as today, but I'm going to create on Discord a subject that people can discuss during the week, and then they can give the whole idea, and then in the end of the week I go to Discord, I pick those comments, and we can discuss about it on the video. So we have more fun about anime, we can have fun about games, we can have fun about whatever you want to talk about, okay? because I'm not just a One Piece content creator. I know the whole team around me is One Piece, but it's because I started One Piece Treasure Cruise. You think the theory is still lefting something? Well, I mean, yeah, it's still something hiding, like not with the precise answer, right? Because but the whole idea for me is just the end for me is like someone had the power to create Akuma no Mis, and someone had to lose the powers in the whole centuries to create Akuma no Mis. And in today modern days, for you to actually like create Akuma no Mi, you will need someone's soul, someone's body, and the DNA of the animal you want, and put all together in one object, like Caesar is doing, because Caesar is extracting DNA from animals and he is creating a giant smile monster with the powers of the DNA. That's why you have a low percentage of winning the powers, because the giant monster smile thing does not have the DNA inside of him, like the full creation of the DNA. So it can have the full DNA, but maybe the mutation will not trigger the thing, because we need to think about how to actually make people suffer the mutation on their bodies, right? On their DNA, like on X-Men, right? So maybe that is a deeper question, more deep than just like stealing someone's soul and putting one body, right? Maybe in the old centuries that were someone that can actually make people suffering mutations. I don't know, we have people on moon. So Eno is right on the moon right now. Maybe we can see everything on One Piece, right? Oda is very creative. We have Zunisha that is walking for centuries. So I mean, everything is possible. So guys, oh, you saw a theory from someone. Who is someone? Very sad. The chat is so low. A Spanish YouTuber talk about it? For real? Did he said something like this, or that's cool. So I'm not the only one thinking about it. I'm waiting to see what you are going to say. I'm waiting. Anyway, so yeah, cause like, I mean, you have nowhere else to go, cause you already have the explanation how Akuma no Mis were done. I don't know any theory because I prefer to just watch the office. Yeah, I know. I don't like theories also, but it was just me talking with my brother, right? And we were talking about One Piece, and I was like, yeah, maybe for you to create an actual Akuma no Mi, you actually need someone with already the power. For instance, if you, cause like, think about it. I remember one thing. So, Gabriel, this is good for you because you said why you can feel with Aki. So, that is a good question. But remember one thing. No one, when you are fighting with someone with Akuma no Mi, they cannot feel the person if the person have devil fruit powers or no. And if you remember, if you are on Dressrosa, so you don't know what is upcoming. I cannot say this, but oh man, I have a right answer right now. Oh man, I cannot say this. Oh man, why? I don't want to spoil, so I will shut my mouth, right? But yeah, that is possible with the human soul to actually trigger the effect, right? So I mean, let me search on my computer. So I'm going to search the chapter where happens what I want to say. That is totally the so you just want, so I cannot just spoil the last chapter. I can spoil other things, just the last chapter I cannot speak about it. Is that one? Because if it is, I can always say this and you will understand the reason. So I'm free. No, not everyone read the last one. I read it already, of course, but we are not going to talk about it because I don't want people to get like spoil it or anything. Because talking about manga, I needed to like make it actually appearing here that I'm going to spoil, right? And I'm not going to spoil. Maybe for another video or stream. Huh? Yeah, well, it was 867. I just want to confirm if the chapter I'm talking is here. Yeah, is this chapter. Yeah, is this chapter. So this is the chapter. I said I send it to the chat, right? So basically, if you don't want to get spoiled, don't read the chapter. I'm not going to talk about the chapter. Those who want to understand what I'm going to talk without spoiling, go check this chapter. So what happened in this chapter is the perfect definition what I was saying, that you need a full soul of one person, because you need DNA of the power, you need the object that you are going to eat. This is so bad. And you understand who object it is on this chapter. Oh my god, I'm going to hell. So you need the DNA of the power, you need a full object, and you need a soul that can hold the full power inside and give to other person that is going to gain the power, because you need to merge the thing, right? And I think that is the only way you can actually make the full merge to actually trigger the effect of the mutation. It's very odd, because like, how can a human soul can trigger the effect of the mutation, right? It's very weird. But the thing is, the powers will not trigger because our bodies are not ready to actually get that power, right? Our DNA will not merge with the other DNA and get the mutation. But how can Vegapunk give a weapon the mutation to get the powers of the Akuma no Mi, right? So you are changing the DNA or the conditions of the weapon to actually accept the other DNA. So that is more simple, because you are not constantly changing. Our DNA every time is changing when we pass generations, right? So it's more complicated. But if you have someone like that can already accept the DNA and is not living, like is already dead, a soul, right? A soul is already dead, is not going to change anymore, is already accept the full mutation, and you are merging the soul with another person. That's why you lose the ability of swim, right? Because there are conditions that you are going to eating the power. Is not eating the power, because you still need to suffer the mutation. You are telling me that Blackbeard eat Whitebeard? He did not eat Blackbeard, Whitebeard, unless he eat his heart, and that is so fucking creep. Imagine in the world, hey, wait a minute, I'm gonna hit his heart and I'm give you earthquakes. Bro, that is so creep, if actually Oda made that. But the theory make more sense like that, right? Like, you need something to trigger the merge, the full mutation in your body. And it's easier for you to like make the changing in like non-living something. You can merge the DNA and actually see the mutation, and then you eat that power, right? So, and then your body suffer the mutation. Because like on movies, on Fantastic Four, for example, they are on the space, right? And radiation was a thing that made them gain powers, because the sun was expelling a bunch of radiation, and that happens. And you have more persons, you have more people that actually suffer radiation effects and they gain powers, like Spider-Man, a radioactive spider bite him and he suffer mutation. So, I mean, if radiation is one thing that you need for gaining powers, okay. So, why did not Pankazard use radiation? He must have used radiation. He would not be stupid enough to not try it out, because he saw Fantastic Four. I know for sure Pankazard, Vegapunk watched Fantastic Four, and he was like, I'm gonna try the shit. I'm definitely sure. Bro, it's so funny. Imagine Vegapunk sitting with his account. Hey, well, let's watch this movie. They say they actually suffer mutation by radiation. Let's watch it. Imagine that. Yeah, basically it's that. You just use the soul to get the full power on the DNA, like merging all together, and put into an object altogether, like you do with swords. And then it will trigger the effect for you when you eat that object with the soul and the power, and then that will trigger the effect of your DNA actually suffer the mutation, right? Because you need something to trigger that. Why the smiles are not triggering all the time? Because sometimes your DNA or your body reject or is not capable of suffering the how to say that, like the smile was a living creature, right? And that smile is trying to trigger the effect on your body, but your body will reject that effect, and that's why you don't get the powers. But if you actually have something that have already the power inside, a soul of the human person, or a full body of someone that contains the power, and you merge in the object and you eat that, then you will get the power. But I'm putting away the person just because imagine in the centuries back in time in One Piece, there is no cannibalism, right? Cannibals. So it would very, very bad in the storyline. Oh, we were eating each other and we were gaining power on the way. That will not work in One Piece, right? So maybe the ancestral weapons, they had the power to actually do that and put people with powers. Would be the ancestral weapons who create the fruits? How is that possible? Nah, I don't want to go for that way. I like my theory already. I'm going already too deep. I don't want to go for that way. But yeah. So we already have 1 hour video. Is there any subject that you want to talk about? You can talk about whatever you want. If you want to talk about anything, just let me know. give you a couple seconds to answer. Okay. So, since no one actually have still, I know, something to talk about, I'm going to finish the stream saying, so for the persons that came out to the stream, I'm going to say thank you so much for supporting me. This is like very big for me. It's not for me, not having a full crowd is not a problem. If I have one person, I will continue my things. I think someone or something created the devil fruit, just that low. Yeah, that is the final answer of everything. Something or someone created the devil fruit. Someone said, I saw the video, because on One Piece you have a major thing about trees. Like in every island that was important for the story of One Piece, you have big tree. Only Dressrosa you have a big mountain, right? But Skypiea you have a tree very high. On Zou you have a big tree, the whale tree. You have on, who is the Ohara, right? You have a big tree right there. So trees are very important on One Piece. So Yggdrasil or Adam tree maybe was the tree who actually made the fruits. Maybe that was the theory about it. So that could be simple and acceptable, right? So, and maybe O'Hara knows how. Right now they don't know anymore, but maybe they knew how to, or when and where Akuma no Mis or devil fruit started to appear. So, what I'm going to do for this week to preparing for the next stream is going to be awakening powers. So to keep going on Akuma no Mi talking, right? I'm going to do on the next stream, and I'm going to put people discussed. We are going to select one character in One Piece. It can be Buggy, it can be whatever you want, and we are going to discuss how would be his Akuma no Mi awakening, how would the awakened powers work, and all that stuff, and we are going to discuss that on the next stream. And after the next stream we can see what is going to be the subject we are going to treat about and all the stuff. Do you guys like the idea, or we could like making fights between characters in One Piece that didn't fight? For example, imagine we have Mr. One fighting Vista. Who would win? We could have something like that. I already did that one time and people like it. We had 12 people, 20 people joining actually, and we were talking in Discord while I was streaming. It was very fun. It's very entertainment because we can discuss who had the most powerful attacks, how they would do the thing, who had a key and that stuff also. So we can discuss that on Discord, what is going to be the next subject to talk about in the next stream. But I think talking about 3 or 4 characters, about their devil fruits, how they were, how the awakened powers would be like. I think that is going to be very interesting for the next upcoming stream. And yeah, so guys, this is going to be finally the last moment of the stream. Thank you again for those who joined, who stayed in the stream and we talked. I'm very glad that I'm always with supporting people here. So I have nothing left to say. I hope to see you y'all on my next cruise, and don't forget to take care of yourself. So guys, bye bye.